So how did you get the chance to perform here on Ford?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you told me that already, but expand on it.
I've talked enough. Your turn.
We had been this group for 3 years or so, 3.5 years, and through all the concerts we were part of, we had our families and friends film us, and had a few channels on YouTube that we had put the videos up so that other people, our friends who weren't there, could see it, and just started to boost our egos and look for comments. Tell the truth, but yeah, that's true. But we got an email out of the blue in the beginning of April from some guy named Mike who wanted to pay us money to sing on a cruise ship for 6 months, and we thought it was a joke.
I thought he was going to ask for a social security number and $500.
Send us $500 and we'll get this going for you. But he had a link to his website at the bottom, and it turned out he was an agent that's contracted by Celebrity in the Royal Caribbean to represent talent. So he is responsible for all the quartets that are on all of the Celebrity ships, as well as some of the orchestra musicians. And he said, "You guys are good. If you'd like to do this, let me know, and we'll get you on a ship."
Well, actually, before he would verify us, he actually wanted to make sure that we would be ready for the older repertoire.
Yeah.
So we had to actually film ourselves doing a few older songs and put additional videos up on YouTube that he then sent to the cruise line so they would like be at ease.
So that was like our audition.
Yeah, so basically our only audition was just literally putting up these YouTube videos, and we could, mess up if we wanted to, but just, get a good recording of it, and that was our audition.
Yeah, I think it was a very backdoor way of getting into this. Not looking for it at all. We didn't search for it at all. It just sort of fell into our laps. A lot of people go to hiring partners or specifically find Mike Landau. And,
Well, actually, he holds auditions in person a lot of the time, so this seemed a little uncharacteristic of even his company.
And actually, the majority of groups on ships usually don't form until they are auditioning for the ship. Like the fact that we have been together for several years beforehand is really unusual. Usually it's like people from a larger group like us, except just at the end of college they say, "Hey, we want to keep singing," and they form a small group.
But there's no jobs.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
So we got the email in April and got on board July 2nd.
Now, what routes have you guys done on board?
Well, we started in Alaska, going out of Seattle, did Side Passage, Alaska, and did that for 3 months. And those were 1-week cruises. And then we got to 2-week cruises, which was a whole different monster. We only had jokes for 1-week cruises. We kind of got to the end of the first week, but we did 2-week cruises, transitionary cruise down through Panama Canal to Florida. Did 5 Panama Canal cruises hitting Mexico, Central America, Costa Rica, Cartagena, Colombia, and then after the 5th time through the canal, we did one more time through down the west coast of South America, Peru, Ecuador, and Chile, and then down to Valparaiso. Went Valparaiso to Buenos Aires, and now here we are going back to Valparaiso. So
Last cruise.
yeah, it's 6.5 months.
Right, before I forget, because I've been planning this question for like 5 minutes now.
Okay. Uh-oh.
No, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. This is in 60 minutes. No. So you're on YouTube. What other networking websites are you on? Twitter, Facebook?
Twitter, actually, as of like 2 days ago.
Yeah, we're not Twitter.
I'll have to follow you guys. I have like way too many followers. You can have some good
I finally figured out how to get tweets to correspond.
Have you been tweeting as well without our knowledge?
No. All I said is that we're on Twitter, but we've had a Facebook page for a while now, and so we've had about like something over 300 fans on Facebook. A lot of which have come actually from the ship. But then also with Twitter, the thing that I was trying to figure out was how to make it so that we could have statuses come up from our Facebook page, and that was a little bit more complicated. But now we're
So
on
you're
both.
just trying to not tweet, so you can just do it all on one page.
Exactly. But anyone who wants to follow us can follow us however they want to. So.
You can give yourselves a shout out if you want. Go ahead. This is going on Twitter eventually, so whatever your Twitter page
What's our
is.
Twitter name? Yeah, what is
What is
LU on
it?
tap, same as our
Oh,
website.
LULUNTAP. on tap.
LU, Lehigh University.
That was a
Plus
U.
it.
Yeah.
You okay?
Mainly we started that because when I went to make an email address, OnTap was already taken, so LU was the next obvious step. So
That's what hyphens are
So,
for.
yeah.
Underscores.
Everything that we have, our Facebook page, our YouTube, our Twitter, it's all LU on tap. Our email is lu.on.tap, so it's a little bit different.
Tricky.
LU OnTap was actually taken. The next step was dots.
Oh man.
Wait, so we're not on MySpace?
No.
No.
MySpace
That's for high
was
school.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
so
I know,
don't
but-
worry about
It's
it.
for high school and predators.
Not even. Not even. I was in high school last year.
Don't ask me that question.
Didn't even, I didn't even go on MySpace. So
We're learning all sorts of things about each other today.
Play the viola. What?
Hey, you know what? This is a great interview. Okay, before I forget and get off track again, where would you like to go with your careers, individually and as a group? I know, it's a question.
I know where I want to go. Want me to start?
Okay, sorry.
Well, at school I'm electrical engineering. So music-wise, I think we're I think music-wise, at least I see that logically, the engineering. If I get an engineering degree, that's a lot more sound, solid job. But with that, I am interested in doing renewable energy, solar panels in particular, right now. But I'd like to do that because the oil crisis kind of scares the heck out of me. But at the same time, if I get out of college and there's somebody that wants to pay me money to make missiles or something, I'll probably do that first. But yeah, ultimately, I'd like to, Lockheed Martin or something, that'd be great. But ultimately, I would like to go into renewable energy.
I really don't know. This cruise was sort of a very nice way to delay having to make a decision about that, and I really, honestly, really can't say at the moment. But what I really am sort of starting to get interested in looking into is getting into the business side of music. I mean, especially going through this cruise with getting the booking of us or the making of our CD, the production of our CD, both on the production side and like the licensing side. Like I found all of that very interesting. So, and it was something that I had never experienced in any way before. So, we'll see. It may be something along those lines.
I just graduated for the second time. I have a dual degree in product design and marketing. So I'd like to do something along those lines, maybe sales or brand marketing, brand development. Didn't study music at all in college, just did the choir, and it was pretty much an escape from my normal workload to be able to sing every day. So.
Was the question career in general or music career?
Both. Either.
Alright, I'll go with just the career thing and throw some music in there. So I guess I ultimately see my career as going into some type of engineering job because my undergrad is in bioengineering and my graduate degrees will be in mechanical engineering, which should lead me to some type of medical company doing research and development. But I ultimately always want to do something with music on the side, whether it be making money or not, maybe just at like smaller venues performing as a solo act or something like that. But I always want to keep music somewhere there because I think that gets me more excited than